That was easy. The first turret's powered up. On to the next. Damn, they're here. And they brought the big guns. I have to take matters into my own hands. It's high time you were neutralized. You people have become a thorn in the side of G&B, which needs removing. Our plans for the Comet were put into motion long before you decided to interfere, and we won't be stopped. Prepare to pay the price for your actions. Units, shoot the external defenses while we target the base. Sir, yes, sir. Eduardo, concentrate artillery fire on Blakemore's carrier. What the hell is going on? Our intelligence was clear that this base's defenses were no longer operable. How was this information wrong?
The last known survey of this outpost showed the defenses were obsolete.
And how long ago was that? Were you the intelligence on this matter, Callahan? Figures. Roslin would have finished the job already. I better power up the other turrets fast. But your downfall inevitable.
Massive projectiles were just fired from the carrier.
Those are mining torpedoes. They could shatter this asteroid to pieces.
I need to intercept them fast.
I'm doing fantastic! How are you, buddy?
Yeah, well, I suppose I've been in more intense situations, but I can't think of them right now.
Several torpedoes are incoming.
Trying another maneuver.
One of the turrets has run out of energy. You may want to consider recharging it.
Target in sight.
You are only prolonging the outcome. You will soon be consigned to history.
Take him out.
All turrets powered up.
Several torpedoes are incoming.
Ghost, how are you holding up?
I would have been pretty pissed if I missed this party. Thanks for the invite, man.
Sir, our shields are down!
I've had enough of this. Fire all reserve torpedoes at once.
Aye, aye, sir!
Adam, there is a barrage of torpedoes incoming. Intercept as many of them as you can, or we won't withstand the combined impact.
On it.
More torpedoes were just fired.
Your feeble defense is only an irritation, soon to be removed.
Ah, shut it, Blakemore. I guess I should say, welcome to Rodeo 2, Tammy.
It's like out of the frying pan into the fire. I'd much rather be here than anywhere else right now.
More torpedoes were just fired.
All of the turrets are depleted. I would advise you to supply them with energy immediately.
I've got you in my sights.
Powered up again. Okay, guys, keep it up. We can win this.
Torpedoes incoming.
Powered up again.
You behave defiantly, which is all the more reason I should annihilate you all.
To think I used to work for you.
Several torpedoes are incoming.
All turrets powered up.
are not depleted in combat.
Shh. Sir, we have suffered heavy damages. Shields are depleted. Damn it! I'm ordering a tactical disengagement. All units return to base. Scrap! My engine's overheating. I can't jump. Request immediate assistance. Your ship, your problem, Callahan. Fix it yourself and get back to base. Hey, wait. You can't just leave me here.
I can't help but see the poetic justice in this. Remember when you left us in the lurch, Callahan?
Whatever. You suck, and I wish I would have known a lot sooner how much you sucked. I would have sent you to your death before you got any delusions.
I'm giving you this chance to walk away, Callahan. You're nothing without G&B. Without that little bit of power they give you, you ain't worth scrap. You're pathetic.
Screw you and the shit can you rode in on.
Watch out! The artillery! Eduardo, turn off the auto-lock! Too late. Callahan's gone. I don't think he'll be missed. Blakemore's men have taken a hammering, but they could return at any time. We need to preempt that.
We need to hit them first.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It would seem the obvious thing to do, all right. Wonder where my clone counterpart was in all this. I suspect up to much worse. Let's meet inside.
How's it looking?
We're holding up, but not sure if we'd be able to survive another assault like that. You reckon a counterattack is feasible?
There are enough people in the DMZ having serious issues with G&B. I've been thinking, if we can get the miners on Vesna on our side, we could easily turn things in our favor.
What about this guy? You sure about him?
There's something about him that reminds me of my younger self. I don't know, maybe I was that arrogant before I figured people out a little. But he could be a big help.
Dude, if I was even 10% interested, believe me, you know.
Does that mean I'm in with a 9% chance?
You show respect to the people on this base or you're out before you know it.
Okay. I get it.
Like the males of Ulang Kshtak.
Fascinating. An example of humanoid mating rituals never observed by an Okar before.
Ha! This is nothing. You should see how the Horak do it.
Listen up. I didn't exactly plan to still be here. Like an old friend of mine used to say, plans are for fools. We're about as random a group as the Beltagrades has to offer. We come from all different backgrounds, all different races. Some of us are outcasts, some are screw-ups, some are lost with no way home, and some told they don't belong. But we all found our way to each other, and we all belong here. We have this base thanks to a man named Dax Bashar. He died before most of you arrived, but he taught me a lot about trust and esteem. That's our strength, the respect we have for each other. Because the enemy we're up against has no regard for anything but profit and power. Let's teach them a lesson and make the DMZ a better place. Are you guys in?
Hell, you know I'm totally behind you.
Let's kick some G&B butt.
It is the righteous thing.
Without the Commissioner's cruiser to back us up, we don't have the firepower to take on Blakemore and his elites alone. But we've got friends. Before we head to Vesna Mining Colony, it's time to call in some favors.
I have a feeling Officer Shaw at Nephthys Plains will be on our side. It's well known he's had issues with the way G&B has been running things.
A high-ranking figure like him could persuade the G&B miners to switch sides against Blakemore. I should start with him. I'll pay him a visit.
I could have a word with the Coalition. They told me only to come back if the cluster was about to implode. I think this situation counts. Anyway, they love me around there.
Good idea, Alec. I bet Ming Young would be on our side. Marie DeVint has a pretty decent rig and might be persuaded to lend a hand, if I ask nicely. And Cato at Prescott would surely contribute if it meant less regulation for his operations. While me and Alec go wrangle support, all of you go get your ships battle ready. Once the pieces are in place, we'll need to move fast. There'll only be one shot at this. We'll have to strike hard.
What if they come back while you're gone?
The elite squad took a hammering. Blakemore's carrier was banged up pretty bad. I'm thinking they're not gonna come looking for another fight too soon. But stay sharp all the same. Be ready for anything. I'll be as quick as possible.
Do you read me?
Loud and clear. How's it going, bucko?
Not so great. I don't know if you're aware of the situation, but we may be facing another war with the Okar if we don't stop G&B from dragging us into it.
There have been signs of something afoot, and G&B movements and a raid I heard too. Are you mixed up in all this?
Let me level with you. Oscar Blakemore has gone insane and is jeopardizing everyone in the DMZ. I'm the guy trying to put a stop to his plans.
I always knew you had it in you, from the first time I slapped eyes on you.
I'm trying to enlist all the help I can get to launch an assault on Vesna Mining Colony.
Well, any new conflict with the Okar would be the end of my business. I'm assuming that you want me to lend a hand with my Flying Duchess?
If you're willing.
Sonny, I would relish the chance to put the boot into G&B. Count me in.
I knew I can rely on you. Thanks, Marie. When I send the call, we'll assemble above Vesna. This looks like a classic case of scavenger baiting. Better take care of that signal emitter. Let's hope Shaw is as open to discussion as Marie DeVint was.
Ah, Mr. Roslin. How nice to have you visit us again. I believe this is more than a social call.
You'd be right about that. I need to have a word with you about your boss.
Oscar Blakemore? He has long forgotten that our outpost exists at all. Supplies haven't reached us in eons.
He has been preoccupied with other things, and causing quite a bit of trouble with the Okar. Let me fill you in.
No need. We may be cut off from the center of affairs, but we're not completely blind to the events unfolding. I have been picking up bits and pieces from G&B internal communications, and have registered the rising tensions with the Okar. There's quite a degree of nervousness among my colleagues about this. There was also a recent raid on Vesna. I can put two and two together myself. Blakemore is undoubtedly the root of all this trouble. He's the worst thing to have happened to this company. And you are somehow involved.
Yes, I was part of that raid. We failed. Now Blakemore has a fleet commissioner hostage.
This is indeed serious. I'm waiting, Mr. Roslin, for you to get to the point.
I think you might be the voice of reason in all this. You could talk some sense to the miners on Vesna and bring them around.
That would be mutiny. However, Blakemore does need to be removed from his post and Okar assets left intact. There is a moment in every man's life where purpose becomes clear, and you have brought mine to my door. I shan't take much time to reflect on your proposal because it is clearly the right thing to do. What do you need of me?
See, that's what I like about you, Shaw. You're straight up old school. I believe you're the most decent guy in G&B and will want to see things righted. Get together whatever fighting force you can muster and meet me above Vesna. If possible, use those G&B internal comms to tell the miners to down tools and stay out of the fray.
You are a true man of action, Mr. Roslin. I must say, I have developed a real admiration for you.
The admiration is mutual.
Well, that was a lot easier than I anticipated. Ben, how are things at base?
All clear. Preparations underway.
Good to hear. I have Shaw on our side. Heading to see Kato now.
That showed them.
Adam, I've got fantastic news.
Ice cream related, or is the Coalition going to help?
The second thing, not only that, they're even going to send their flagship, a drone carrier.
Wow, Alec, you really are a legend.
Wasn't that a given?
All the pieces are nearly in place. Get ready to rendezvous above Vesna. I still got a call to make.
You got it, buddy.
This might get messy.
Intercepted.
Calling Nefty Station.
This is Nefty Station.
Now finish the job.
You have acquired
Affirming your
a
signature.
blueprint.
Thank you.
Here. I guess I shouldn't leave before taking it out.
Well executed.
back.
What? Oh man, I must have passed out. What can I do for you?
Let's see which ship has what we came for.
Urgent assistance.
It's settled.
Okay, good.
Calling Nephte Station.
This is Nephte Station.
I finished the job.
Affirming your signature. Thank you.
Every time I make a run for new stock, I come back 2 or 3 containers lighter. I don't know what it is about the DMZ makes containers fall off transports like that.
Look at it positively. Those containers might have saved someone in a tight spot.
What's so positive about that?
Might need to pull some extra leverage with Kato. He'll need to see his own advantage in all of this.
I doubt you would be able to bargain with such a gangster any other way.
I'll appeal to his better senses.
Hi, Marianne. I'd like a word with Mr. Kato on an urgent matter.
You have been expected. Please proceed to the penthouse suite.
Ah, Adam! Say, have you ever tried Gilbert Guppies? They are delicious.
No. I can't say that I have. Actually, I've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Oh, yeah? And who would that be?
Oscar Blakemore.
Uh-huh. What about him?
Would I be correct in presuming that opening up a new conflict with the Okar would be bad for your business?
That would be an understatement. But why present hypotheticals?
It would be the most likely outcome if Blakemore carries out his plans.
I always knew that guy was gonna cause big problems, but why would he go provoking any imbalance of the delicate equilibrium in our beloved DMZ?
He wants to claim the region as his own personal fiefdom. He has plans to make it an autonomous entity, under his direction.
Now that really pisses me off. He should know there's only one boss in these parts, and that's me. I know how guys like this operate. I've met enough opportunists in my time. If you give them a finger, they'll take your whole goddamn arm, and keep taking. Listen, I've no reason to distrust you, Adam. You've grown on me. But this sounds like it's even out of my league. I ain't in the position to take on something the scale of G&B.
I've put together an alliance, Kato. G&B needs a change in leadership, and it needs a push to do so. I believe that if you join us, that will give us the strategic and tactical edge we need. We need firepower. We need more fighters.
Wow. And to think the first time you wandered into my penthouse, you were just a nobody with an attitude. I'll tell you what. Let me do my due diligence. I'll ask around about the state of things. And I'll get back to you as soon as I've made a decision.
Don't take long, Kato. If you're not part of this, your name might not be worth much in the future. This is an opportunity. Choose your sides wisely.
Oh, I get you, Adam. I have to say, I'm impressed. And a little unnerved by your methods of persuasion.
I am trying my best to not take personal offense that you have not yet approached me to join your alliance.
Tango, you already know about everything, I presume?
I know more than I am comfortable with. I cannot sit idly by.
Huh. I wasn't so sure where you'd stand on the matter.
It is my fault for not being clearer about my position. A resumption of warfare with the Okar would not be in my or anybody's interest.
This doesn't necessarily involve the Bovis.
I am first and foremost a free citizen of the Beltogrades, and express my solidarity as such. I might be of technical assistance to your coming engagement.
I bet anything you could contribute, Pango, will prove invaluable.
Expect to hear from me. I will be in the background, plunging for intel, pulling strings.
Okay, everybody. Let's get this show started. Gather in orbit above Vesna Mining Colony. Once we've arrived, there's no turning back.
Let's do this thing!
The Coalition is right behind you.
We shall proceed immediately.
See you there.
The righteous moment of judgment has arrived.
Yeah!
All right. Union is now connected with my steadily growing network of spatial bypass locations.
I would still rather the tried and tested means of trusted jump gate travel.
A very conservative viewpoint, Hive. Nothing changes without risk.
We've had a lot of strange sorts coming through here. I tried to keep the sketchiest ones out.
Is that working?
Not really, to be honest.